Welcome, friends. Welcome to One Source Overseas. This is Sandeep Jadhav. Today we have Gauravi Patil. She is BSc Geology, undergrad degree holder, and she has applied to Leeds University. Leeds University. Let me tell you something about Leeds University. It is top 100 ranked university in the world. It is ranked 86 in the world, and this university has impeccable record. It is the fifth most targeted university by the employer for graduate employment in UK. Leeds University have more than around 60,000 students are available in Leeds. Leeds University is just a short walk from the Leeds city center. It's an amazing amalgamation of cultural integration, academic integration, and the industry integration. So Leeds have arts museum, it has art galleries, it has city museum. So it's all in all, it's a very good place for students to go and finish their education and seek further success in their career. So Gauravi, what was the first thought came into your mind when you decided to, take a leap, maybe planning to study abroad or doing a master's, how everything just fell in place?
So, once you graduate, you have to think about your next steps. And naturally, I was looking at my options in India and abroad and several other countries. And so it's like there are a lot of options out there, and it's very important to get some counseling, some help. So that's where One Source Overseas came into picture. I was told about this agency by my friend who has already been studying in the UK, and his word was good enough. Like he said that it's a very good place where you can get your doubts solved, because I was in a very confused place. So that's where I came here. I met Sandeep sir, and we discussed on what I can do, what countries I can go to. And after a lot of discussion, we landed up with choosing the UK. And subsequently, I went ahead and applied to a few universities with the help of my counselor, Vaishnavi ma'am. And I ended up shortlisting the University of Leeds. And I now have an offer for an MSc in Engineering Geology. The University of Leeds, in specific, as Sandeep sir has already mentioned, is one of the best out there. And the School of Earth and Environment is also one of the best in the university itself. So there was no doubt that I would not choose the University of Leeds, and I'm very happy with my decision and the help I received.
Thank you for that. Leeds University, like you mentioned, it is the research work of Leeds University is 90% is globally recognized and it's internationally excellent. So it's one of the top leading research university in the world. Uh, Adding to that, like it's really not easy to get into a university, especially the Russell Group university. So let me tell you, Russell Group universities are those, it's like an Ivy Leagues in the US. So these are highly sought after universities by employers and students both. uh, so how was your experience? How did you feel like after getting an offer letter from Leeds? What was your first thought that came to you?
First thought was that I'm lucky enough that I got into a Russell Group university, because naturally, after getting a master's, you think about getting a job. And as you just mentioned, Russell Group universities are highly sought after by employers in the UK. So it's like I know that my course and the university is quite reputed. So that's something that I don't have to worry about, because I know that I'm going to study at a good place and my future prospects are quite promising as well.
So she's the one who has not only just got an admit from Leeds University. Can you enlighten on the scholarship?
Okay, so this scholarship was quite a lucky one. So, the University of Leeds is celebrating its 25 years of relation with India this year. So, all Indian nationals who hold a postgraduate offer for a postgraduate taught degree are eligible for a £5,000 scholarship, which is only applicable for students who have an admit for the September 2024 intake. And I was fortunate enough to receive that scholarship. So I got really lucky, and I'm really grateful for that.
Congratulations on that. Coming down to many a times students come and many times I have read reviews of students that the application process wasn't smooth, the information flow wasn't transparent. So would you like to highlight about the process and the transparency that we adhere to?
Okay. So, firstly, applying itself is quite a daunting process. There are a lot of nitty gritty things that you have to look into. There are a lot of formalities that you have to do. And as students who are applying for the first time, we are quite clueless about this. So, when you have a counselor with you, right, it's like you have somebody to guide you, and you don't have to worry about anything. You have somebody who will guide you through every step of the way, and no matter what doubts you have somebody to help you out and answer all your queries. So my experience with OneSource was like extremely smooth. All my applications were done very well. Whatever doubts I had throughout the process were answered very clearly and on time by my counselor Vaishnavi ma'am, and also by you Sandeep sir. So I never had to hesitate to ask anything, because I know, these guys are like very approachable and very trustworthy. So
Right.
my entire process was very smooth, and I'm grateful for that.
Thank you. So one more question that I would like to highlight is, aren't you like too lucky? Why I'm saying this is, she will tell you about the visa process. How quick was the visa?
So I started my application. I mean, Vaishnavi ma'am filed my application on my behalf, which to mention was done very well and very meticulously. All my documents and financials, everything were looked into by Sandeep sir himself. So I knew my application is going through a trustworthy.
I remember I got a call
Yes. So like just before my
for the visa application.
just before my visa appointment, I had so many questions, and I reached out to him, and he very quickly answered me.
I think at 10 o'clock or 9
Yes,
o'clock in the night.
I reached out to you on WhatsApp, and he was available to answer that. So my appointment was say on a Friday, and I had the decision next week by Wednesday. So my turnaround time was like 2.5 working days. So that's how quickly I got my visa, which was not anticipated at all. I was like, it's going to take like 15 working days, but I had it within 3 working days. So yeah, I'm indeed very lucky.
Yeah. But I would also like to tell the luck doesn't end here. So there's one more thing that something is the Vidya Lakshmi loan. So
Right.
this is a very important thing that viewers should know about the education loan, that our government runs this project called Vidya Lakshmi loan, under which you get 40 lakhs of unsecured loan, and you may not also need a guarantor. So somebody who is going to certain universities, it would be your loan process is going to be really smooth, quick, and you don't have to do too much of documentation. You don't need to hand out your valuable property, your parents' property as a mortgage. You don't require a guarantor. Of course, there are terms and conditions. We will definitely come back to that in our next video. But as I said, the luck was there,
Yeah.
and she secured 40 lakh loan for from Union Bank. So I think all of this is always a learning lesson. We are students. We've been in the industry for last 14 years, but we keep learning things, and this is the medium through which we want to bring out certain nuances that will be helpful in your study abroad journey. Uh, any last word that you want to tell to prospective students from your end?
My suggestion would be like, or I can like share a personal experience here, is some people tell me to not go through an agency because it's quite easy to apply on your own, and I've seen people do that. But there are so many small things that come in the way, right? Be it your college application or your visa application, and you have to be very particular about things like these, because there's a large amount of money that is being invested by your end. So it's always recommended to go through a counselor. And since my experience with OneSource was so good, I would surely recommend them. So,
Thank you for that. I think that will be all. If you have any queries, you can raise your questions in our YouTube channel or on Insta blogs, and we'll come back to you soon. And in case if you need any kind of support Of course, after a first semester, Gauri will be a very handy person because she will be already there. She will be settled there, and any kind of queries regarding to your program, your courses, or infrastructure facilities at University of Leeds. Undoubtedly, it is one of the top university, and there is no doubt about it. But in case you need any help, uh, she will be your mentor
Yep.
in near future.
I'll
Thank you
be
so
happy
much.
to help.
Thank you.